20 minutes. Smash that like button, guys. So the last thing I will touch on, and it's intriguing to me because I won't say too much, and I won't even say how I know, but this is not a big fight, but it's a fight that I know that's been in the works since October, right? This is a fight that's been trying to get made since at least September or October. All right. So for those that know, for those that don't know, Amari Jones, not to be confused with Matchroom Boxing and Olympic medalist Omari Jones, but Amari Jones, the Bay Area fighter, the guy that trains at Virgil Hunter, the guy that was formerly signed to Devin Haney Promotions, right? And he's a Golden Boy fighter now. This will be a second fight with Golden Boy Promotions. Amari Jones has been added to the Ryan Garcia-Mario Barrios undercard, and Amari Jones will definitely, it's a showcase fight. Like I'm gonna call it for what it is. I like Luis Arias a lot. I respect him. He's always been a guy that's wanted to fight the best, and not the most talented guy in the world, but he's won some fights. Like I remember seeing Luis Arias spar before the Jarrett Hurd fight, which was the best win of his career. And that was actually, I saw Luis Arias spar Carlos Adames, and that was like dog work. But anyway, Luis Arias, he's at an advanced stage of his career now. He's really out the door pretty much because Luis Arias really ain't been boxing like that too often. Luis Arias has been making YouTube videos. Like he's been in press row. I know he was press row next to Sean Tatel or close to Sean Tatel at the Randy Muratai Andy Cruz fight. So I mean, I don't really know. I don't really make much of this fight for Amari Jones. And, let me pull up Amari Jones's his boxer right quick, so you guys know who I'm talking about, because everyone gets Amari Jones and Omari Jones mixed up, and I want you guys to know who I'm talking about, because I don't want you to think I'm talking about the guy from Orlando who was in the Olympics. All right, but all right, so screen share. We'll go to screen share. It's 1:30 in the morning here. Make sure you guys smash that like button. So look, here you got it. So Amari Jones, as has been reported, he has in fact been added to the Ryan Garcia-Mario Barrios undercard. There is Amari Jones, 15-0, 13 knockouts, one of the top middleweight contenders in the world. Young fighter, has a lot of hype behind him. He's also managed by the same guy as Virgil Ortiz, which is Rick Regan. Amari is an interesting fighter because he was independently doing his own shows in the Bay Area for like a good part of his career, or at least for a couple of fights in his career. I want to say a good part, but a couple of fights in his career. And then he signed with a new manager, which is Rick Regan, over the last few fights, and then he got with Golden Boy, a new promoter, and he got Virgil Hunter, a new trainer, right? So it's just been new everything for Amari Jones, and he's one of these guys that's looking to be a factor in the middleweight division, which is a very thin, barren division. As far as him fighting Luis Arias, Luis Arias been in there with guys like, Daniel Jacobs, Jarrett Hurd, never really cracked it often at the top level, but was always, willing, ready, and able to fight the best guys, and recently, and I stand corrected, he's lost to Eric Priest. He's been used to fight a lot of prospects. So he's at that point in his career where he's no longer a contender. He's no longer a guy that's trying to chase a world title. He's a full-fledged gatekeeper, right? And the only guy that stopped him was Eric Salubin, right? And Eric Salubin's a guy that's fought on the world level. Didn't win a world title, but fought on the world level. And I'll tell you like this, man. Amari Jones, I think that this could be a good learning fight for him because Luis Arias is very experienced. But if you're one of these guys, and I've spoken to a lot of people in and around Amari Jones, let's just say that, and they're very high on him. They're very high on him. They see him as the future of the middleweight division. This is a fight where you got to make a statement. You got to let the world know, like, hey, I'm here in this middleweight division to make some noise. And you got to be the second person to stop Luis Arias. So they spent a lot of time trying to make this fight happen. This is a fight that him and his manager, I know for a fact, have been working on since October. So we'll see how it goes. They wanted it, they got it, and it's a chance to showcase on a good stage. But I digress. J-Dub says, if Omari Jones ever fight one day, that's going to be a confusing promotion. They actually fought in the amateurs. They fought in the amateurs, believe it or not, and Omari Jones won. Omari Jones beat Amari Jones. So that's definitely one of the fights to make in the future. I think that's a fight that will be explored by Golden Boy and Matchroom and them kind of guys. Do I think that Amari Jones is ready for guys like Yohan Elise Hernandez or Yuri Cedeno? Um, I think he's ready for Yuri Cedeno. Yohan Elise Hernandez, I think, would be a tougher fight just because Yohan Elise Hernandez can box and he's very strong. But I'll tell you this, like I said, I've talked to quite a few people that are around Amari Jones, and they're very high on him. They don't just see him as a guy that is gonna be not a world champion. They see like I'm not saying this is me. Like I have my own opinions on Amari Jones, but everyone in and around him they speak so highly of this kid, and they believe that he should be a middleweight champion in the next 18 months. So for me, I mean the Yohan Elise fight isn't a fight that needs to happen right now because I do feel like with this division changing, with Johnny Beck inevitably going to move out the division or get stripped, belts are going to go vacant. Though Hernandez and Amari Jones are probably two of the top 5 candidates I would say could win a vacant belt. So that's actually could be a potential unification fight. But right now, no, I don't. I would advise against it, honestly. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, can't say too much, but Amari should go the IBF go